If you're like most agents, you break into sweats and you might even lose sleep the night before you have to talk to a client about a price reduction. There's some planning and some prep that you can do that will help you be a better advocate for your client and make this conversation much easier both on you and on your client. So how do you approach this dreaded conversation? The first thing you want to do is, in my opinion, this should be a conversation at the listing presentation or when you're signing the contract. You need to prepare your client for what your market is doing. If you truly believe they're slightly high, but you think there's a good chance, and that's why you're going out there, you want to arm them with the data. Remember, you're a highly paid consultant. You need to be the one that goes out and accesses this information so that you can prepare your client in advance, that when certain targets and benchmarks aren't met, that a repositioning in the market is really going to be the best thing for them. So if you are not marketing this property correctly, if you did not get professional photos, if the property looks a mess because it's, full of tenants and just junk everywhere and everything's cluttered, you might try and get some buy-in on doing some better photography. Let's step up the game and do some proper marketing. Start doing newsletters out to all the agents in your area. Do the reverse hit prospecting on the MLS so you can see who looked at it. Make sure that if you haven't done an open house, do an open house. Specifically invite other brokers and agents to see it. Maybe, and we all know that sometimes we go see a property and it looks totally different than it did in the photos. Give people a reason to come to this house. Exhaust all your marketing options, social media campaigns, video tours, do everything you can. And so that you can document this for your clients and say, look, we have made it as visible as we possibly can, but we're not getting a bite. We need to reposition and rethink our strategy. The second thing you're going to do is show them the facts. This should be a combination of a list of showings that you did, any feedback that you got from those showings, the number of times the property was viewed on your MLS. That should be data that you can get to very easily. If you have an agent landing page or a property landing page, how many times was it viewed there? And a list of the actual outbound marketing that you did, the number of times it was featured in your newsletter, the number of social media posts that you did about it, how many times the video of the listing was viewed, how many phone calls you got about it. You want to have data. Then you want the market data. Any properties that were similar to yours, what is the average days on market? What is the average price that things are selling for? So stay on top of this stuff and be forearmed with a lot of good data. You want to agree to talk about the pricing regularly. You really should have a once a week phone call to your client. If they don't answer you, follow them up with a text, but do them the service of making a phone call. You might do a Google Doc that you both can share so that anytime you update, but you're going to update them on all activity regularly. So those are some strategies that you can take. For me, the most useful strategy is keeping myself so well informed that I am 100% confident in what I'm saying to that client. And I believe in my heart that it's the right thing. If I'm making this decision and asking them to make this decision just because nothing else has worked, it's harder for me to validate that position. So if you're new to our videos, please subscribe. If you want to see other videos on our channel, hit the thumbs up if you thought this was good content. And click the bell and you'll get notified anytime we do something new. I'm SandiWarner with Warner Realty Group, making the complex simple.